Hi guys, welcome to my home and my kitchen. I thought I'd do today, rather than do a video diary, I was going to cook something for you to help you with your nutritional meals. What I'm doing is a very simple recipe. It's from the Hairy Bikers and it's cod fillet and vegetables, and I'm going to show you how to make that. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is just find out what the recipe contains. You're going to need some Palma ham. Okay, the fish, obviously I've used cod fillets. Okay, you can use cod loin. Cod loin's brilliant. My sort of like Morrison's didn't have any in today, so I'd use cod fillets from this packet, as you can see. Some peppers, some onions. You're going to need a courgette. Some cherry tomatoes are optional if you want to put tomatoes in there, and you've got some cheese there, so Italian style cheese or Parmesan or whatever you prefer. Okay, and there's a bread roll there, because what you're going to do is you're going to make breadcrumbs out of the bread roll. The other thing that you need is just a teaspoonful of olive oil, okay, and that's it. So the next thing we need to do is have a good old time chopping up the vegetables. As you can see, I've chopped, I've been going mad, look at that. A couple of peppers, a red pepper and a yellow pepper I've chopped up, an aubergine, no, a courgette even, that'll be it. A couple of onions, and here's one I prepared earlier. That goes into a baking tray like so, with your little bit of olive oil. Okay, you don't need a lot, okay, because I prefer to use the least amount, because the less you use rather, the more the more sort of like charred the vegetables will be in the oven. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to set your oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, and you are going to pop that little mixture in to the oven for 30 minutes. So in it goes, and we'll see that in 30 minutes. Okay, so while that's going on, there's a couple of bits that we can do. Sorry about the glare of the lights there. There's a couple of bits that we can do. We can get the fish and the ham ready. Very simple to do. What you do is you just wrap the fish in the Parma ham. What I'd suggest you do, okay, is first of all, when you take the fish out, pat the fish down with some kitchen towel, okay, and what you should end up is something like this. Voila. Okay, so we're just waiting now for the vegetables, and once the vegetables are done, okay, this will go on top, and then I'm going to grate the bread roll into breadcrumbs and grate the Parma cheese, the Italian cheese, mix those together, and then we sprinkle the cheese on top of the ham with the breadcrumbs, and we're good to go. It goes back in the oven. Okay, so the time's come now for us to take out our vegetables from the oven. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so if I suddenly throw it across the room and I end up in accident and emergency, you know, this isn't the best idea, and you really do need somebody to help you film it. So what I'm doing now is just taking my ham, okay, and the fish, or the fish covered, the ham covered fish even, okay, and I'm just placing that, I don't know if you can see that there, I'm just placing that on top of the vegetables. Just to mention as well, what I did was about halfway through, about 15 minutes in, I just turned the vegetables a bit so they were evenly cooked. And as you can see, what I've done as well is I've just made a mixture of breadcrumbs and some of the cheese. And then all I'm going to do now is just tip that on top, like so. Okay, covering it nice and evenly. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera, and it's quite awkward doing the camera and the thing at the same time. Right, so that's going to go back in now for another 12 minutes. Okay, so again, I'm trying not to burn myself here while I'm doing the camera, so, you know, bear with me. So there we go, that's going back in for 12 minutes. And then when that comes out, that will be done, that's ready to eat. Now, if you're wondering where I got this recipe from, this comes from Dave Myers and Cy King's The Hairy Dieters. They've done several books, they're brilliant books. When I was trying to lose weight the first time round, I got this, and some of the recipes in there are amazing. And this is the recipe itself. This is the roasted cod with Palma ham and peppers. Okay, and I'll just scan over that for a minute so that you can have a little read. Okay, or you can pause your video or whatever to see what's contained within and enjoy. So it's out of the oven, and as you can see, I've already been dishing up. Okay, I've got a little bit left there for later. Okay, should I need it? But there's my dinner. Look at that. Okay, I'm not going to bore you with watching me eat it, but I should just take a little bite of it to make sure it's edible. And it's a bit hot because obviously it's come out of a hot place. So bon appetit. And enjoy. Well, it was lovely. The sorry, eating with my mouth full. The cod is really light, and you get the saltiness of the ham, and of course you've got the vegetables as well. It's quite interesting because I've got a friend who eats fast food. And he came around one day and I was cooking this and I put some chips on with it, and he now calls it posh fish and chips. So even the most, unhealthiest of eaters can probably enjoy this dish. So anyway, thank you very much for your time. See you later. Take care.